end of the day, human creativity will never be finished. So a lot of these people are equally as new to this as you are, and it's really just people trying to play around and tinker with all these different components. Maybe we have seen a few burnt components, but that's okay. It's all a part of the learning. So I think that's the most important thing. And I was just walking by earlier today, and even right up opposite to me, there's teams working, just heads down. And the most important thing is the people and their curiosity themselves, like the attendees, the amount of curiosity they have to build, and the things that they're coming up with. That's just amazing.
So I had the privilege to go to a Cursor Hardware Hackathon, and this video was my attempt to capture the spirit of that hackathon and the people that were there. And what I mean by the spirit of a hackathon is that ability to never give up. It's a feeling that you have within yourself, it's the trust within your team, and that's what I tried to capture.
Hey, Caitlin.
Go. Hold on, I'm about to cook.
Okay, give that back.
Yo! Event starts at 10:30. Hey guys, I'm here with
Ethan?
And Abe.
and they are the organizers of today's hackathon. So I wanted to ask, what do you think makes a successful hackathon?
The people and the vibes.
I would say the food, to be honest.
I have to be honest, they got really stacked food. And what do you think are going to be some of the biggest challenges that the attendees will face today?
I think they'll probably struggle with building something within like 4 hours. Like 4 hours isn't a lot of time, so it's gonna be a rush.
What do you think?
Lack of food. I hope not, but yeah. But also, as Ethan said, we are a lot of people are experimenting building with hardware for the first time. So we'll see where we can go. But hopefully, Cursor should be able to bridge that gap.
Ethan, do you have any thoughts?
Excited. Excited. Very, very excited for today.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Abe?
Nervous but excited too. I got Ethan on my side. We got this. Yeah.
Bro, they got a crack team behind there. You guys don't even know. But I'll check in with you guys later. All right, peace out. All right, so I'm here with
Kendrick.
and
Henry? So,
so Kendrick and Henry, what do you guys believe is going to be the biggest challenge in this event?
actually hooking up all of the electronics. Likewise, I don't have too much hardware experience, so figuring out actually how the hardware works.
Fun fact, Henry is actually a medical student, so him actually showing up to a hardware hackathon, not even just a hackathon, is crazy.
Appreciate it.
How do you guys feel right now?
Tired.
Tired,
yeah.
Did you pull an all-nighter?
No, I got a baby, so I'm like,
Oh shit.
yeah.
How old is your baby?
It's like 3 months.
Damn.
Yeah,
Congrats,
yeah.
man.
Thank you.
How you feeling right now?
Excited. Let's see if that changes with the post-game interview.
Alright, I'll check in with you guys soon. Hey guys, I am here with
Nathan,
and Nathan, I wanted to ask, what makes a successful hackathon?
I think what really makes it successful is that we're trying to introduce people to hardware, and if we are able to introduce like newbie to start building hardware on Cursor, that's really the most successful thing.
Yeah, because I was talking to some of the attendees, and one person here is actually a medicine student, which is really surprising.
Oh, crazy! But what we try from the organization standpoint is we try to match people who understand hardware and people who doesn't. So right now, that's one of the goal is to have people who know nothing and start building on it.
And there was another attendee who has some back issues, so maybe the two of them should team up, make some cool hardware together, solve the like back issues for really tall people.
Yeah, the thing they should. Maybe I will go talk to them because I really have my back issue myself.
Yeah, me too. It's part of getting old, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll see you guys in a bit.
I'm trying to build my distribution through LinkedIn. So since I'm starting posting actual stuff, you see the first post is like 9 impression, but since I'm trying to crack the code for LinkedIn, it's been 1,000-fold. So impressions daily is like 2K, 2K, 1K. That's the goal is to have this like 100K, but building it step by step.
Nah, I really respect that because like you have that consistency, and more importantly, like you have the courage.
Yeah.
And I think that really matters, like when you're starting out, especially when like the first like week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of posting, just having that courage to really like be consistent. And even when your content is bad, especially when you're starting out, you just gotta be consistent, and just like keep showing up,
Yeah, I think it's just the mentality of just do it. Because
right?
before I just really hesitant to post anything because I feel like no one gonna watch. But now you see, I'm totally mentality shift, and we just get the growth I am today.
Exactly. That comes from hard work though. That doesn't come from 2 days of posting. You gotta remember that. Hey guys, I'm here with Alan.
Hello, guys.
So Alan, how do you feel about this event right now?
I feel excited. I'm a little nervous since I haven't worked with this chipset before, but I'm looking forward to it.
Besides the hardware, are there any like other challenges that you see that might come up during the event?
I think just getting the firmware onto it, onto the device, I think that might be a bit hard. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. I think the software side is usually okay, but just getting the hardware to interact might be a little difficult as well, I think.
And is this like your first time messing around with Cursor and like using it?
I've used Cursor a bunch.
Yeah.
Love Cursor. I have first time messing around with this kind of hardware kind of style in a long time. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah, all good. All good.
All right, I think I
Thank
like.
you so much.
I think
And I've just met Thomas.
Hey.
Say hi, Thomas. And Thomas, I want to ask you, like, what are you the most excited about for this event?
I think I'm just so keen to play around with the actual hardware. This is something I've just been delaying, and this is a great opportunity to meet people and actually play around with it.
Yeah.
So,
Not gonna lie, I'm actually feeling a bit nervous about this event. Like, how do you feel right now?
Nervous about. I think I'm a bit nervous about just what we're gonna try and build.
Yeah.
Because like 4 or 5 hours is not long enough to really build anything feasible. But I think it's gonna build like the initial sparks of something cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm feeling a bit uneasy about. Yeah.
No, that's fair. No, you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
A bit more different to all these other hackathons you might have been to. We wanted to bring a bit of hardware in the loop and also show that Cursor can actually help you solve the hardware side of things as well. So essentially, you describe what you want to build today, and Cursor will help you build it. So yeah, it's 50 builders, and we also would love for you to form your own teams. We kind of wanted to keep it flexible, but there is a caveat. You find people, and we would prefer that you find people with different experience levels. And also, there are two ways you can go about building the kits that you can today, which is either through C, that is C the language, or MicroPython. So depending on what you're more comfortable with, you find your teammates and you try to make a team, because you can't have one single preference, two different preferences, and having two people using two different languages in the same team. That you just can't work with the hardware that way. Yeah, so you use the kit, and towards the end of the day, you demo what you built, and there's heaps of resources online. If you just search up ESP32 projects, there's heaps of inspiration as well. And to also help you, our good mentor Andy has come up with a quick start guide. So if you've never used these kits before, or if you want to get some more inspiration, just scan that QR code, and I will keep this QR code on once we finish the presentation as well, so that you can always go back. There's heaps of resources on how to flash the hardware and just get started. Yep. Do you get it? I also sent an email to you guys last night. It's the same link. Actually, what does your kit have? It has the ESP32 dev cam board, which is the microcontroller. And it also has different parts. So there's breadboards, jumper wires, different types of sensors, joysticks, displays, whatsoever. The kits don't come with batteries, so you'll just have to ask us. The other way of doing powering it through your laptop. There's also a 522-page tutorial in the same. Do is just feed that into Cursor for better context, and then start building from there. And yeah, as I said, MicroPattern or C or Sleek C++ on Arduino IDE. You can also just use Cursor IDE. So yeah, so that's already provided in the kit. Or there's also sensors, as I mentioned. So there's button, light, ultrasonic sensors. And also, the best part about this microcontroller is that it's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled. You can just you can make it an IO. We're gonna give the winners, each member of the team, $150 in US Ultra plan. And if you're one of the winners, you also get to keep the kit for today if you really won. Unfortunately, we'll only be giving you one kit. So there are two judged by our mentors here, and the other one is an audience favorite. So you guys actually get to vote as to what your favorite project was. Let's go.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
But it's good B-roll, you know what I mean? It's good B-roll for the
Get
content.
the people on me writing shit up.
I'll get the B-roll of that too.
Or something? Because like that's what I was thinking.
Let me figure that out.
There's no mic in there, that's the thing, that's the issue. 2.1.
Let me see, we might have a mic. Even if not, because we're already using the laptop, we can use the laptop fine.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn!
We don't know exactly if this is ever going to look like this. But this is just generated by ChatGPT, but we're trying to make this work. Yeah. Anyways.
Nah, you got this, man.
That's
Good
what it
luck.
is.
Good luck.
Alright,
I'll check in
anyways.
later.
Okay, so
This as well. Pizza time!
wow.
Y'all know what time it is? It's pizza time!
Pizza time.
Pizza time, baby!
In the words of Spider-Man, pizza time.
Alright, 11:59. Hey guys, I'm here with team
Scissor with the C, yes.
and with team Scissor with the C. What are you guys building so far?
So we're planning on building like a little rover kind of thing. So it's sort of like a car. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so the motivation behind that was we wanted to help people learn autonomous vehicles. So this includes like collision prevention. This includes self-driving cars and whatnot. We wanted to make it as affordable and approachable as possible by building a model car that people can use to edit the code themselves and learn that way. Do you have anything to say?
That's basically our point, our plan, and right now our main challenge is making it actually move. Because yeah, we just have a breadboard right now. But so yeah, we need to figure out a way to get it to move with a motor, and yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out.
That's awesome! Alright, I'll check in with you guys later, yeah? You guys got this. Alright, peace out. Hey guys, I'm here with team.
Work in progress.
Hey! Awesome. So, what's the idea that you guys have so far?
We're creating a turret for sensing when intruders come towards the house. Maybe Tom can explain it in, I don't know, like what else can we add? Where it's a camera on a sensor turret that can point towards the people and alert us via a mobile when they come near us. You want to add anything on that, Archie?
So it's basically the camera is mounted on the motor, and whenever the motor is rotating 180 degrees, so the ultrasonic sensor detects if any person is approaching, and the camera analyzes the facial structure. So if it's the person that's known in the database, it's safe to enter. But if it's some anonymous persons that's going to enter, then buzzer starts beeping and the LEDs start turning lights.
That's awesome. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Thank you so much. All right, appreciate it. So I'm here with Team Locked In. This is
Alan. And I'm just what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing the wiring diagram, and I'm just making sure it's all set up here.
and Vijit.
Hi, and I am working on the light. So I'm just trying to write the code, figuring out how to write the code, and just doing all the stuff inside it, and then just pushing that code inside so that Alan can take over.
Nice.
Amazing.
Are there any challenges that you guys encountered so far?
We haven't yet figured out a challenge yet. It's just
we're just on the side.
yeah,
The
so
challenges
on
are
the
going to
side.
happen soon.
Yeah.
Is what- is
We'll
what
find
I'm
it soon,
thinking.
probably in a couple of minutes. So.
It is 12:13. I'm here with Ethan, the organizer of the Cursor Hardware Hackathon, and I'm here for a mid-game check. How are you feeling, Ethan?
Feeling pretty good, pretty good. The vibes are up, the teams are forming. I am a bit tired though, a bit tired and a bit stressed out.
Yeah, what are you the most stressed about?
The pizzas. Bro, we got the pizzas. So I thought the pizza man would be late, right?
Yeah.
So I ordered it a bit early.
Yeah.
And he came on time. And so now we have pizzas here that are getting cold. And like, we are not eating them.
Yeah.
So I'm like actually kind of stressed out about it.
Yeah, and like for context, like they just got started like I think 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes.
Less than 30 minutes, like
Less
10
than-
minutes ago.
Yeah, like 10 minutes ago. So then like from the organizer side, we're just like thinking about, oh, okay, when do we actually send them off to lunch? Because that time then needs to be added to the end of the event. It's just like the behind the scenes stuff that you don't see as an attendee. So yeah, we're just thinking about that right now.
Yeah, man, I'm stressed. I'm stressed out.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Stressed, bro. Cut.
Hey, but if you're feeling stressed, just like Ethan, BetterHelp is there. All right, it is 12:27, and I am checking in with
Mikhail. Hello.
All right, Mikhail, what is the project that your team is working on right now?
Okay, so we're doing a sort of construction PPE and project management system with vision, and the idea is that we use the like ESP32 and camera as we put it on the corner of a room or something, and it just goes through and sees if anyone's wearing like a hard hat or if they're wearing their safety goggles or masks, etc. And also when things are completed, like let's say a painter has done painting a wall or something, that gets sent directly to the project manager, and they can see the images that the AI has taken and confirmed has been done, and they can mark it on their own system as done. So that's what we're working towards. And currently we're sort of just starting to experiment with the sort of image models and what we can actually get running on the ESP. So our plan is to like train, take a couple of photos, maybe like 20 or so photos, and train the image model, like reinforcement learning with those images to sort of understand exactly our environment that we're in. Because usually you would train it in the environment that you're working in. So in a construction zone, you would have the lighting, you would have like all the wood or whatever's around you in
The
that
dust.
environment. Yeah, the dust. But here we're sort of in like a more controlled environment.
Yeah, it's very clean in here. So
yeah, we want to get it to actually detect what's going on. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
hey, hopefully I can be part of the data set, you know? The rep and the
The
McLaren
McLaren hat.
hoodie. I mean, rep and the McLaren hat. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I gotta admit. Yeah. And oh wait, is that
Hey guys,
is that
also,
that's
I
the
just
camera?
realized
Right?
I will give you the Wi-Fi password.
That is a tiny camera. Like that's what they're
If you
training
guys
it
still
on.
want it,
So
it's
that's pretty
Stone
sick.
Resin.
Hey guys, I'm checking in with
Shigato.
and Shigato. What is your team working on right now?
So we are working on something very interesting and also based on a real world problem. So all of us knows like whenever we went to Woolworths or any retail shop, we see like people placing water bottle, coffee cups here and there, and if someone spills it, because of that, food go waste or yeah. So we are building a system that in real time detects like if something that is not supposed to be in that place placed in there and alert people to come and have a look. Then yeah. So that's how like if they manually verify and then remove the object if that's not supposed to be in there. So that's the gist of it. So yeah.
No, that's pretty cool because like there's a lot of like perishable items like fresh fruits,
Yes.
vegetables, and if they're placed in the wrong area, that's a lot of loss,
Mhm.
especially for the big retailers.
Mhm, yeah.
So now that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna keep checking on you guys.
All
That's
right,
an awesome
yeah,
project.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All
All
good
right.
luck. I'll
Thank
let you
you.
cook.
Yeah.
And I'll check in on you later. Yeah?
Thank you. Thank
All
you,
right,
Avi.
peace out.
Thank you.
1 minute. Guys, everyone. Can I get everyone's attention? Okay, so lunch is here. We do have pizzas and sushi outside. Feel free to head out like anytime. Yes, lunch is here.
Damn, Ethan. Pizza sandwich. I just saw this sticker. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, he hallucinating.
Yeah. Bro, stop pointing. It's like song something. Yeah, yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Thinking hard, thinking hard. Oh damn, damn. That looks so good.
Then proper mentor.
It's 1:35 p.m. We're roughly about like a quarter of a way through, I think, the hackathon. And what are you guys working on right now?
Yeah, so I'm Elsa, and we're building a vibe check machine. We're using the camera. We're using ESP32 with the camera included to check, to basically scan people and roast them based on their outfits.
Hey, you got to make sure that you're dressed up because you're gonna get roasted by these guys. What's your progress so far? Like, what are some challenges that you're encountering?
I guess setting up the whole hardware, that's the hardest part. But like, we've organized all the archetypes, so people are gonna be identified as either what a LinkedIn influencer, a LinkedIn tryhard influencer, or just a startup founder, unemployed startup founder.
Unemployed.
Yeah, we're just gonna roast everyone in this hackathon.
Delusional unemployed startup founder.
Yeah,
right?
maybe I should add that.
That's awesome. Good luck. I'll check in on you guys later, and I'll let you cook.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Bye.
So now we can detect the cup in different environment. So yeah, this cup. So far what we up to is try to connect the local LLM and connect to the hardware.
Yeah.
And let the low cost hardware running everywhere can detect those cup. And if the cup there, then ask people to clean up. So and
Clean up on aisle 5.
So yeah, we make a good progress. Picture from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. So
So you got your sample data.
Yeah, so we got a sample and we're running the local one, the LLM, so small LLM with the 7 big.
Yeah.
And which is good enough for maybe 95% of cases.
Yeah.
So far we get most of things recognized. So somewhere have a cup here and a cup here, and some picture have no cup like like those one have no cup. Then we make sure it's not.
Wait, did you guys just go outside to take these photos right now?
Yes.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
Yeah, we
the concept is just a good Samaritan being a rubbish police. Because I don't know why here in Melbourne nobody wants to put their rubbish in the freaking
Right?
bin. They just literally leave their coffee cups all over the place, and then it affects other products around the space.
Yeah.
So like you could just ruin a clothing material, like if you go to your local, like I don't know,
Oh,
Adidas
yeah,
store or like Uniqlo, I'm gonna guess. You're definitely not merch branded, but the concept is like, yeah, people just seem to like bring coffee cups and they just leave it there, and then actually could spill and then like affect other clothing. They can't sell it.
Yeah.
So they just reduce down the price.
Yes. So the next step is after the cup, we can, because we use a large language model, we can merge to anything not belong on the shell.
Yeah.
So that's another progress. But so far, we aim from the cup because that's the most common thing people like to put in anywhere. So yeah. So anywhere else. So I think that's the progress. So we are together now. So once we connect, we should that camera see the cup. After a few seconds, we will able to detect on the computer by the service. That's the edge device. This is service. So eventually, those camera, whatever you want, ask them to detect, should detect those small object, not a big object.
Yeah.
So because the performance of the camera, the
Yeah.
resolution.
Well, yeah, that's the camera over there. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. The locked in prompt, ladies and gentlemen. Keep going. You got this. Lock in, bro. Be present. Tune it out. Flow state. Ship it. Do you just say random words until until it works? What's your progress, team?
It's been. We just found we kind of have a strong plan of what we're gonna make. Just had a big issue with the LED was actually fried up. The code
Oh,
was
crap.
correct, but it just turns out that some of the components weren't working, so we had to spend time debugging that. But now we figured that out, so we're up to speed. We've got most of the components done. We just have to put it together. That's where we're at.
Alright,
Okay,
so-
well, technically we're just leaking our solution to everyone, but we're making a tool that helps you lock into whatever you're doing. Could be studying, could be working. Now over here is just a flowchart of how we want the input to be. This is just the diagram of like each component and like the versions are working, so that even if we run out of time, we at least have something that's working. So we could at least have something to present. First version, and ultrasonic to detect like how far you are from your laptop, like easier sense to figure out if you're locked in or not. Then we just level it up with like getting camera information to get a deeper understanding of how you're doing it, implementing break, then making it a bit more personalized to you, giving like a affirmed output like you're locked in or not, giving a more better experience. Then we have a dashboard, diagram. Same thing over here, but in like an understanding for us on how we're implementing it. Input, we've got the ultrasonic sensor, then we've got a mic. Probably not going to do that. We don't have a sensor for that, unfortunately. And then the camera, that's the input. Then the process, we're calculating two variables, the quality and the time. We're logging like when the user and how long they've locked in or when they've taken a break, and the quality of how the lock-in was. We have the camera, so we're checking like, okay, are you getting distracted in the middle or not? Using that to find the quality, and then we're giving outputs in three different ways. One's with the LED, that's the first version. Then we're giving one with audio, verbalizing what you're doing. Then there's the LCD that we're gonna just like text or like smiley faces, whether you're locked in or not, and how long you've done. Got the dashboard, and for this one, bit of everyone's using 3D printers, so we can't do this one. So bit of an iffy part, but yeah, that's what this whole diagram is. It's a circuit. Don't ask me. I don't know how this works. Do you have any questions?
No, that's pretty sick.
Lovely.
I don't know what majority of it means, but it's cool.
You want to see a demo of it?
Yeah. Please do.
So here we go. Oh, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh,
But
sorry.
yep, here's the screen, and yeah, let's pretend that we're locking in, and then I'm not like focusing, so I'm looking up, and then you can see here that it's reading and sending to the AI, and I'll get a result here. It's 7 out of 10, so it's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
wanting, so it's still there, and you can see the pictures of it. And then if you try
Hey,
again,
oh my God,
yeah,
that's my favorite. That's my
if you're not if you're like fully
okay,
distracted,
nice.
it put it
Nice,
there.
it's working. Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, if you're like fully distracted, say like I'm pretending that I'm like, like not focusing, like this, sending to the AI. Let's see if we get a red here. Yeah, hopefully it's a red. So if it's a red, it'll simulate a boxing simulation where you need to box out the I guess the ultrasonic sensor there, and then
okay.
to resume studying, you need to beat it out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess it's alluding too long, but yeah, that's pretty much.
Nah,
how
that's
the app
pretty
is.
sick, man. You
Yeah.
guys are truly locked in. You're making some good progress. I'll check in later. All right.
Thank you so much.
Respect that sticker, though, Vijay. I
Yeah.
respect that sticker.
You gotta respect that again. By
I
putting-
respect that. So it's 2:09. I'm here with
Team Pulse.
So this is Henry.
Hey guys. Jonathan.
All right. So, what is the project that you guys are working on right now?
We are working on. Does this thing work?
Yeah, it's
okay. We are working on what's meant to be a heart rate monitor. So the way it works is similar to how an Apple Watch would usually measure your heart rate. You put your finger over a sensor, and then it changes the intensity of light and measures that change, and then spits out a heart rate.
Yeah, just like an Apple Watch. So that's pretty sick.
Go for it.
Alright. So how does your project work?
Yeah, so it's similar to how an Apple Watch would take someone's heart rate. So similar technology, you put your finger over the sensor, and as you can see, beside the sensor is the LED light. So once you put your finger over it, that's meant to be simulating how it would reduce the intensity of the light. And from there, that change is detected and transmitted over to this LED screen we have, which is off at the moment. But in the background, Cursor does a few calculations and spits out a heart rate value.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Oh, that's pretty sick.
So last part, and then this program.
And then after that, it's just programming. Yeah.
So what is this?
It's supposed to be a rover or a car.
Supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. Yeah. It's supposed to be long.
Okay, so I'm with Team Scissor with a C.
Chris behind
Say
you.
hi, guys.
Oh.
Hello.
We initially wanted like a proper like single motor with a servo to steer.
Yeah.
That would take way too long to print, and we don't want to hog the 3D printer up. So we pivoted. We realized most teams didn't use the DC motors. We went around scavenging for it. And then we had 4.
Nice.
And then now that we have that, we didn't need to have the servo to steer anymore. We're just gonna do like a tank drive and just like turn the wheels at different speeds.
Oh wait,
Turn.
wait, is that a tank? Is it gonna crab walk?
Yeah, it can crab walk, but it can spin on the spot, ideally.
So instead of moving the wheels like this, it'll just be like this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Spin one side. And
Yeah.
It won't crab walk like that. We don't got that kind of technical ability just yet.
Nah,
Maybe
dude,
future updates.
that's awesome.
Future updates.
Yeah.
How
I'm
are
just
you-
gonna.
How are you guys feeling about this, like, about your progress so far?
We are doing pretty good for time. We just have software left, which shouldn't be that bad considering we have.
Cursor.
Yes. With that free advertising.
Famous last words, eh? Shouldn't be too bad.
Shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, most of the hardware should be done. Yeah, it's ready to go. And we want this to kind of be like a platform for all students to kind of learn from anyways. So that's kind of the goal here. And so now that it's done, it should just be smooth sailing, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Touch wood.
Touch wood.
Yeah.
Now you guys are awesome, man. Like, been killing this competition. So
Thank
checking
you.
in with you later, yeah. Hey,
All
good
right.
luck and lock in.
Thank you.
All right, hat change in 3, 2, 1. All right, new hat alert. Hi guys, welcome Josh. He's part of the Cursor team. And Josh, which projects or which demos are you the most interested in seeing at this event?
Yeah, I guess in terms of the teams I'm interested in, there's so many different ones with different components and sensors. The heart rate team is cool. Like I tried that out. I was impressed it was working. I could see my heart rate coming up on an LCD screen.
Yeah.
And they were using, I don't even know how they were doing it, but they were capturing my heart rate. And there's another team which is using the cam that's like connected to the module on the board and using that specifically to capture like gesture. I think they're going to use AI to evaluate with a given frame from the camera if you're doing like a thumbs up. As someone who does a lot of thumbs up, I think that could be like a winner for me. But yeah, I'm just really impressed that everyone's got something working. It's not easy on a Sunday afternoon to crack open the laptop and be, trying something new. For a lot of people here, they haven't necessarily got any hardware experience. And I think like this kind of approach of studying and like peer learning is really big with AI right now. It's really the main mechanism people are learning stuff and trying it out at work is like doing things like this, meeting up in person. And I love to see it.
And special shout out to Cursor for actually like organizing this event. Josh, Ethan, Abe, and everyone else behind the scenes, because it really means a lot to the community out here. And personally, I'm actually interested to see the Locked In team and the Rover team. Those two are my new favorites. I know I said the civil engineering team earlier, but those two are my favorites to see. So I'm excited to see what the demos are about. But yeah, Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you.
There we are. Okay. So I was just having a conversation with Josh, and there were a few like metaphors and golden nuggets that really stood out to me. So I think it was the example of engineers going from a carpenter to a factory floor manager that like really stood out to me about how engineers are now using agents.
Yeah, it's a big change in engineering. Like for a lot of engineers, they value the craft of working with code and the materials and all the knowledge they've accumulated. And I think there's a genuine shift to, especially when you're working with agents and sort of delegating more work to agents, that it can be a bit uncomfortable at first because a lot of people don't see themselves as like a factory manager. They see themselves as a carpenter and the joy of craft and skill. Like for those people, I have a lot of empathy because I think there is a genuine shift that's hard to reckon with. But I do think a lot of those skills and thinking can come straight through, and they can definitely use like slow down the process and sort of bring in a lot of those values and considerations. Even though it feels like we're all going really fast with agents, like it's I spend a lot of time using agents to build little jigs and little tools for myself and enhance myself and my workflow and the kind of work I want to do. There's a lot of interesting metaphors between like carpentry and like a factory. It's an interesting time.
Like Josh runs lots of workshops for Cursor, and like one of the other golden nuggets that I really loved was that you talked about like the mental workspace and like adopting the mental model of when you look at Cursor, you see it more as like a kitchen, and how you can arrange your kitchen in a different way. You can have parameters as to like what you want to limit in your kitchen, like and I think the other example you gave as well for the kitchen, that I forgot what it is, but it really
The
stood out
sous
to me.
chef.
Yeah, the sous chef.
Yeah. So I guess what we're talking about is like tools like Cursor are these agentic workspaces where an agent can see everything you can see, you can do everything you can do. And it's a lot like a kitchen in that way. But I think what's hard for people is to sort of break that mental model that Cursor is a static app, but you actually can influence how it works in a lot of different ways, almost like you could redesign your kitchen. And those ways we change Cursor dramatically are concepts like skills or plugins. We're even starting to get more like webhooks, sort of scheduled stuff in Cursor, which is really changing the dynamic. And you really need to challenge that mental model of a computer being like this sort of static app, and it's more and reset your relationship with your computer and think about how you can compose a workspace that's going to work well for your agents, going to work well for you, and gets the kind of outcomes that you want.
Thank you so much, Josh.
Thanks you.
All right, so it's 3:11 right now. The cutoff time is 3. The cutoff time is 4:15. Team locked in. How locked in are we, lads?
We have been extremely locked in, but bugs after bug. We've just been debugging for like the past 1-2 hours since we've last checked up.
What's the biggest issue so far?
Currently, Wi-Fi.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
We weren't able to make it work for some reason. Something was just breaking in the middle, and then we realized it's probably because the Stone Chalk Wi-Fi was 5 gigahertz maybe.
Yeah.
That's why it's currently not working properly. Not too sure. We're just trying to see everything. But thankfully, we have an hour. We thought we only had half an hour. So the panic's now relaxed. So we're taking it step by step. We've got everything working. And we have a backup code just in case the Python doesn't work.
That's smart.
Got Arduino ready in case the Python is the reason, if the Python was the bottleneck. But
I forgot to ask, which coding language did you guys end up using? Was it C or was it MiniPython?
we were using Python, but it keeps throwing it like back to back. There's error after error because like Tawny, what was it? Tawny? Yeah, we just keep having issues because like none of us are used to that, and the mentors themselves are more used to C++. So if Tawny doesn't, if we keep going through errors with Python, we're probably gonna go to C++.
Okay, fair.
Hopefully it works.
No, but you guys got a good plan. Like your progress, you guys are going very well.
Okay, I believe you.
All right.
Peace
out.
Because for some reason the camera wasn't working. There were some something wrong with the firmware or something with the version. So we just trying to switch it to the simpler version because instead of delivering nothing, we were like at least deliver something. So we just removed the idea of camera and we just using the ultrasonic sensor and the buzzer and the monitor with it.
Okay.
So if you see there is not 15, 16,
Yep,
it's
last
316
message. Yep.
and the thing says it's monitoring. So if I bring my hand closer to it, it says motion detected.
Nice. Yeah.
And you see buzzer starts clicking in.
Yeah.
And you see the latest message, Sentinel X lockdown and alert.
Hmm.
And we are still trying to, it says lockdown.
Yeah.
And now we're trying to work on a gate logic that we can alternatively send a message from our topic dash to the ESP32 so that whenever it detects the message, it can close the gate or open the gate.
It's got one-way direction.
I mean, that's the very detailed progress in it. I'm
No,
like,
that's awesome.
Hey guys, we're here at the Cursor Hackathon and I'm checking in on Josh and
Anna.
So, Josh and Hannah, what is the project that you guys are building so far?
So we're working on AMPA, which is the Amazing Melbourne Parking Assistant, and it queries a Melbourne City Council database to find what the nearest free car parking spot to you is, and then it will provide your car guidance on how to get there.
That's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
Do you guys have a demo ready?
We've got a demo at the moment, which is using your GPS coordinates,
Okay.
and then it will kind of show you how far away the car parking space is and which direction you need to face.
Nice.
And it'll give you a couple of different options at the moment, just kind of cycling through.
And then what's that counter on this side?
This is how long it will take until it refreshes to look for a new area for you to go into.
Ah, I see. Okay. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, so at the moment it's just kind of cycling through a couple of options, but for our demonstration we'd like to choose a couple of well-known difficult places around Melbourne to get a park in, like Chinatown or Fed Square, notoriously bad places, so we can show what the nearest car parking spots to you would be in those really bad ones.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's our project so far.
So that was that checking with Josh and Hannah. Their project is actually pretty cool. I hope they win. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's make sure we keep those ESPs. We're having a lot of fun building with them. Bye.
Alright, so explain the demo to me.
Okay, so basically, hold on, let me just refresh. So basically, this thing detects if there's people there and violations. So it's firing a bunch, but ignore that. So it detects if you don't have like a hard hat on. For this demo, we're using like regular baseball cap.
Yeah.
And it does like a error or violation, and when you put it back on or everything's fine, it resolves it. So right now, don't have anything on. There's multiple people in the frame. So so if it's flagging me and it's flagging you as correct,
nice.
That's what's happening here. That's why there's like multiple going on. But if I put my hat on and it detects my hat, it's not. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, I see it.
Yes, so it should stop doing stuff because we got that hat on, which is good. We're correct according to the AI.
Right.
The other thing it does is we have this like sort of project management stuff going on.
Yeah.
And right now we're demoing the benchtop installation.
Okay.
Which is why we have this table.
I see.
Yes. So I point the camera at the table. That ideally will happen is that people will come in, install the table, and then they will.
So basically, what we have here is this project management thing, which right now we're up to the step where we installed the benchtop. So you see around here, and now to demo that, we have this table here. So we're going to use that as the pseudo benchtop, and people will come in, put the benchtop in, and they'll leave. So we're just going to demo that, and what this should do is mark it as complete, as a completed task. So we're gonna pretend like we've come in, we've installed the benchtop, so it detects people there, and once I leave, once there's no one in the frame,
it should detect the table.
Oh, am I still
I think
in
your
frame?
hand's like in the way.
All right, okay. Oh wait, there we are. Okay. But look, that's pretty sick. How do you feel about going? We're about okay. So it's 3:46. We got
Mhm.
about roughly like what 20, 22 minutes, 28
Yeah.
minutes, something like that, until the final presentation. How do you feel about your team, your project?
I think we've done a pretty good job to get most of what we've set out to do working. Like even if the detection itself doesn't work 100% of the time, I think like to be able to get it to this point in a couple of hours is pretty good work, and I think the rest of the team also did a great job. So yeah, looking forward to see what our presentation looks like because I haven't seen the slides or anything either.
Yeah, some teams are making their presentations in Cursor.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Damn.
So might be something to put the teammates on. But
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
You've been killing it.
Thank you.
Can't wait until the demo
Presentation.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
I'll just like.
You're gonna a preview of this?
Yeah, come on, let's go. Let's go with a preview of. Is it called
preview?
Parish? The
It's called
project?
Parish.
Nice.
Yeah, Parish. There's a backstory to it.
Okay. Okay. What's the backstory? Sounds like a grizzled detective.
Good Samaritan detective.
I'll take that.
I'm gonna call it rubbish police, basically. So, when was the last time you went to a retail store?
Last night.
And is it always clean?
No.
Yeah. So that's the whole backstory around why things are always getting destroyed and it's just wasteful. So we're getting to the last final wrap up, testing, and as always, we're cooking. Hopefully not overcooking.
Nah, you guys are cooking, man.
And we've got our pitch. We did our research. We talked to the customer on the phone.
Damn.
Yeah, I got an actual quote from someone who works in the retail hospitality industry. So he's literally one of those food grocery packers.
Yeah.
And he explains a lot about what he sees and how annoying and disgusting it is that people don't want to pick up their own rubbish. How hard is it just to pick up your coffee cup and just toss it in the bin?
For some people, it's impossible. That's why we need this.
So, yes, we'll get there. It's the final countdown. Which is like...
wait for it to cool down. Daniel literally trying to find a fridge.
Yeah, it's overcooked.
How's the team feeling? Are you guys feeling confident?
How are you feeling?
Well,
confident.
Confident?
Yeah.
Confident.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
far, yes. As long as we can get this the hardware coding down, confident.
Yeah.
Confident.
Awesome.
Yeah, the confidence is overcooking out of this room.
You guys got a slide as well. Like some teams don't even have slides yet.
Bro.
I'm serious.
It's all about the story, right?
pitch,
The
the
pitch. The pitch
presentation.
matters as well, just as much as the hardware and our software. So, yeah, stay tuned.
All right. Thank you so much. The Pulse team.
Yes.
And it's 3:53 now. So we're getting pretty close to the cutoff date. So, how are you guys feeling? What's your progress so far?
I think we've gotten pretty far. We've gotten what we set out to do, and now we're trying to add a cool feature. I think the crowd's going to be shocked by this feature.
Yes, very shocked. Yeah, we 3D printed a flag. Yeah, and then we only had 3 hours, so we didn't want to go too overboard. So we're just doing something quite simple, max prompting. Yeah.
How's the experience been like with using Cursor throughout this summer?
Well, Cursor has been indispensable for our journey. Without Cursor, we would have definitely not been able to leverage our time to such an extent. Probably would have took me maybe a week, but today we got it done in 3 hours. So thank you, Cursor. Thank you for selling intelligence at a very cheap price. Yes.
And what's the secret feature you guys are adding? Or do you want to keep that in suspense? You want to save that for the demo?
We'll save it for the demo. We don't even know if it's gonna work. It's hardware after all,
Are you proud of your progress so far?
Yeah. I think we're pretty good. Pretty proud. We didn't set out to reinvent the wheel.
What do you think, Henry?
I would agree. I mean, from a more beginner perspective, not really having dabbled with too much hardware, I would say these two guys, Kendrick carried me. Jonathan also carried me.
Nah, he was the driver. Henry was the driver. We were just the passenger. We're pointing. We were the managers pointing at him. He was digging the dirt, and we were pointing at him. Dig more. Dig quicker. Yeah. So
It's been a good experience, and I've met some good people, so I've enjoyed today.
All right. Yes, let's go. All right. Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Again, the ground.
Oh shit, my eyes. Oh, yeah, okay, so.
You sure?
I should. Reset? Reset? No?
So I gotta put cool stuff on. Put anything on it. Yeah. Alright.
Nice. Okay, so I don't think it. So which one is 90 degrees?
We are here with Team Frozen.
Yeah.
All right, so Elsa, what's been your progress so far?
Yeah, so we've got a working demo now. Now we can actually like take a photo of someone and get AI to give you a title. So
What's the title that it gave?
it gave Josh Brick Wall Side Quest, or and then Manish a certified canteen philosopher, and it basically analyzes your outfit and judges you. It
I
says
feel like that was targeted.
You know,
I feel like that was a targeted violation.
giving background NPC in someone else's hackathon montage.
Right?
Yeah. So it's looking good.
So
It's
the
working
vibe check
now.
is going well then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Take a photo of me. Do me.
So you'll have
So that's the camera, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually,
All right. They're about to roast me with their vibe check machine. Let's see how it goes. Nah. That's a violation. How I only get a 4, bro?
So we have some coaching. Lower the phone 2 inches. Let the face exist in frame. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh my god. All right.
And then the 4 is represented on the LED bar graph here.
Oh, okay,
So
that's
you got,
nice.
You got 4 out of 7.
That's nice.
As we originally wanted to have out of 10 vibe score.
Yeah.
But I found that a lot of the pins are being used by the camera module, and so. One issue was some of the pins were flickering because they're being used to transfer data by the camera. So our vibe score is out of 7 because that's how many pins we've sort of hooked up.
No, but it's pretty cool that like the actual bars light up. Like,
Yeah.
According to the number.
Yep.
Like I'm kind of disappointed I only got a 4, but I kind of feel a bit.
We haven't
I feel
hit.
a bit violated right now. But
It's above average.
That's above average.
Yeah.
That's above average.
Average is 3.5. You're just above average.
I know, but I'm Asian. Above average won't make it. All right? I'll get my ass beat when I get home, man.
Well, we need it. Yeah. Anyway, there we go.
No, that's pretty sick. Let's go. Buddy's locking in.
Let's go.
So it is 4:06. It's very close to the closing time of 4:15. As you can see, all the teams are hard at work. So I'm sitting here with the CEO of Cursor, are they?
Yeah.
What are some challenges that you've encountered in this event? What are some parts of the event that you're really proud of? Like, because I know that like yourself, Ethan, Nathan, there's been a really crack team putting this whole event together. And I wanted to ask, what do you think has made this event a success in your opinion?
I think the number of people that came in to help us. So although Ethan and I co-hosted this event, we also had Josh fly down all the way from Sydney just for this. Is this working?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And also we have, I think, 4 other hardware mentors, plus two people helping out. You doing all the amazing content as well.
Thank you.
So
man.
it's just all these people helping out, making sure everyone's well supported. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone can actually come out with a solution. Although it's only 6-hour build, which is really a sprint when you're trying to do anything in hardware, and people are actually having something tangible. We also have a lot of hardware. Maybe you can see it in the back there, but that's 3D printers, robots, things that people can actually tinker with. So all these things made it a success, but the most important thing is the people and their curiosity themselves. Like the attendees, the amount of curiosity they have to build and the things that they're coming up with. That's just amazing.
Yeah, like what I was really surprised about is that some people here, there's a medicine student, there's some design people here,
Yep.
and I was really like surprised about the variety of people that actually come to hardware hackathons. For context, this is my first ever Hardware Hackathon, and I'm very blessed to have had my first hackathon hosted by yourself and Ethan and Nathan and all the other and our whole entire team, because it just made me feel much more comfortable as someone who's coming out as a first time like hardware person or starting to learn about hardware. And I can see that some people here they're really coming away with that curiosity to actually give hardware a shot, and that hardware it's not it doesn't have they don't follow the concept or the notion that hardware is a difficult thing. It may come across like that at times, but truly it's very inspiring to see that the attendees here, they've been able to overcome that notion as well.
So believe it or not, more than half the attendees here have minimal hardware experience. Only a few of them actually know a small part of what they're doing, and there are mentors all around who are working, and we are sort of teaching people how to actually work with hardware, which is a massive help. So a lot of these people are equally as new to this as you are, and it's really just people trying to play around and tinker with all these different components. Maybe we have seen a few burnt components, but that's okay. It's all a part of the learning. So I think that's the most important thing. And I was just walking by earlier today, and even right up opposite to me, there's teams working, just heads down. And this is what I always wanted for this space, what I always wanted to see out of Cursor, because I wanted to show people what Cursor is actually a lot more capable of. So, yeah.
And it reminds me of that playground and Cursor, and just not just Cursor, but yourself and the team who have been able to put together that playground where people can really dive deep into what the next generation of coding looks like, what the next generation of hardware looks like. And by having Cursor as the foundation of that is really special, because it's really it's changed the way that I think about software, and how it's become much more like a kitchen, just like Josh said earlier,
Yep.
where it's a place where you can arrange things. You can have your sous chef being your agent. Go and do things. Go and
Yeah.
chop up that onion. Go and fix that bug. So it's awesome to see all of this come together,
Yep.
and I appreciate you, Ethan, and the rest of the team for making this
100%.
happen tonight.
Yeah. One last thing that I do have to share is that as much as Cursor is a really good sous chef, at the end of the day, you need to know the full recipe,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you need to have a vision of what you want to try and build. A lot of the teams here, they know in their heads as to what they want to build, and they don't really know the 0 to 10, but they know what their final goal will be. And Cursor is really enabling them getting through these steps. So that's the way I see Cursor as a tool being used. At the end of the day, human creativity will never be killed. And that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's what it's about. All right, I'll text you guys later. Peace. It's 4:35. I think we're a minute or two away. How are you guys feeling?
Feeling good. Our car works, which is wonderful, and the
It's
slides.
so sick.
The slides are down. We got the background right. We split our slides already. So yeah, just waiting for the pitch.
You guys proud of your efforts today?
Yeah. Proud of yourself? I mean, it could be better, but for the time crunch, yeah, it was good.
To make this in workable prototype in 6 hours, you guys have to give yourself a pat on the back for that.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then also some nice takeaway to eat afterwards. 'Cause not sure. Let's see.
Not sure? Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Demo is pretty decent. The demo is pretty decent.
We're about,
There's a couple of
a minute away from presenting.
a couple of issues, but we did what we did, and we got it working enough. So yeah, pretty happy with it.
I mean, you guys got to work with
All
working
right, guys,
prototype.
we're going
It's
to
pretty
start the
sick.
demos now. Let you know when you're 30 seconds away. And you get 1 minute for question and answers from the judges. And as I mentioned previously, there's 2 prizes to be won. One is the audience favorite, and the other one is the judge's favorite. And you just need to tell us exactly how you built it with Cursor as well. And yeah, so we'll just start off with the first demo. Why don't we start from the right side of the room? So the team all the way in the back.
Do you guys want to go first? That's a hard cutoff, otherwise it would be unfair to the other teams. You guys gotta stop right now.
What computer do you have?
So we are Parish, and our pitch here is basically, look, there's rubbish everywhere, and it's just simply dumped. Like, nobody gives a damn about putting your trash in the right place. Here's an example where at your local supermarkets, you can actually see where trash is just simply dumped in the wrong places. So, and I've actually got a quote from an actual person who works at Coles and Woolies was saying that they are extremely concerned how people are just simply destroying goods and products at retail stores. So, introducing Parish, we have a demo.
So yes, and we had a working prototype here ready, but because of the hardware limitation, it's not it just breaks just a bit before the demo. But we had a fallback with our laptop camera. So now, as you can see, there's a coffee cup here on the camera is detected. So now, if you see here, is saying kick it, the coffee will spill over, and that's not what we want. So yes, so instead of this camera is just a fallback, but we have a ESP32 camera in handy, and it works here as well in our terminal. So yeah, that's just our demo. And
yeah, so the intention here is that you've got the camera to actually track where people are actually simply placing rubbish, and we can actually detect and flag you up as the Good Samaritan. So to recap, the solution here is to capture people simply abandoning their rubbish in the wrong places. We can actually save retail goods from getting contaminated and wasteful, and we help businesses from the sunk costs of those perished items. Here's some research that we actually went to go and dig through thanks to our friend Cursor and Paul.
yes.
But again, just think about this. If everyone could just snap a photo and or even
A real-time monitoring.
Real-time monitoring.
Yes.
Yeah, when products are actually simply contaminated with these kinds of small waste, how do we actually stop that from happening? And yeah, here we are, Parish, capturing the rubbish dump that shouldn't be there.
Yep.
You said your ESP32 thing is not working at this point. So what is your current stack with the laptop?
So current stack is like we are currently using Olama model and another model that we trained with the pictures that we capture throughout the day.
Yeah.
And it's trained to capture just for like coffee cup and water bottle. So even you place it in a messy place like this, it will capture any kind of this model and tell it, okay, it's violate the rules, and yeah, they like alert someone who's monitoring the camera or someone who's using.
Okay, and what is the commercial feasibility of this idea? Like, how would you scale this the next step?
So this next is like, like this ESP32 camera. So if we just have this camera, or even if we install it on our current camera in local shopping mall like Coles, Woolworths, it will constantly monitor these things. And suppose, as in the image, if someone put their coffee cup or a soda can in an aisle, they will flag it, and whoever is monitoring it, or it will also flag the team member as well to like ask them to remove it from the place, and that will actually help them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your customer here, I'm guessing, is a big B2B business.
Yeah, B2B business. Yeah.
B2B retail business.
Retail business, and yeah. So even like big clothing shops like what Uniqlo. Yeah. So yeah, because this thing can happen, and this will make the clothes go waste, and yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thomas, Archie, and Shannon. Today we'll be talking a bit about our little Cursor Hackathon project, which is Torrent X. Basically, the little pitch here is that in the last few months and probably the last yearish, Melbourne has become a bit unsafe at times, and as well in the outer suburbs like Cranbourne, Break-ins is pretty prominent, and those situations are hard to digest. So for our idea, we thought we'll make a very simple security system. This is pretty much comprising of using a few of the sensors, excluding the camera, and I will be letting Archie talk a bit about the architecture of what it is.
So basically the architecture, it's like is an ultrasonic sensor which can detect if an anonymous person is entering the field, and whenever a person enters the field, it can say the motion detected, it's known red. And we can also see on the screen that we can alert message that there is somebody entering a field. So you can basically open this top right on your phone, and then you can also trigger a message like, I'm gonna place a gate.
I think it's action and then gate. Oh, action closed.
So whenever we can see that action open, it actually closed the gate. So it detected the person is in front of the gate, and with a manual detection, we can just close the gate like that. That was pretty much it.
I'll probably just add a bit more context. So the way we've designed it is the sensor is a proximity sensor, so anything coming close. We've also integrated with like a topic subscriber publisher called NTFY. In essence, it allows us to download the app on our phones. This is open source, and the ESP32 program, when it has the detection, as you kind of saw before, it will publish to this server, and inadvertently the phones that are subscribed to the topic will get notified. So mobile, web app, whatever. And so that's one way. Now we also integrated a two-way. So say, for example, you have a gate, let's say it rotates. We can actually give it a two-way direction. So we provide an action close or action open, and the gate can actually open and close. So that's analogized by the servo. It's quite small and can't really show you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that pretty much covers our presentation. Yeah.
How do you differentiate yourself from the incumbent alarm systems that exist? Like, what is specific to your model that is different?
Great question. I think this is probably our 3-hour work prototype compared to the industry's like 40-hour plus week.
Because it's made with the ESP32, rather than having to go to a security company and buy all of their software, it's a do-it-yourself one where you can put the whole thing together yourself and build the class that you've got.
I should also mention that this notification system is open source and free, so privacy first, and as well this very near to nothing, so free, no subscription.
Awesome. So I want to ask a question. You said no camera is being used for the system. Is there a particular reason? Because without camera, you can't really distinguish between, like, what sort of obstruction is there, what happened exactly, right?
Yeah, we spent a good 3 hours trying to get the camera working, and we're not sure what the reason was. It wasn't. It might have been the hardware. It seemed like it was hardware. We tried about three or four different versions of the firmware, and we got one or two intermittently saying that it was connected, and the rest of the time it seemed to not be finding it. So we pivoted so we could build something, get something done before the end, basically.
So this idea would definitely be better with a camera system, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, that's where we started.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How you going, guys? Whoa. So our idea stems from issues within the construction industry. And just to give a brief background, I used to be a project manager within the construction industry, and our group thought we'd focus on solving issues within the industry, and there's definitely some real life problems that are still happening. So a big issue is that construction sites are still blind. There's still a lot of injuries and fatalities that are happening on construction sites. And unfortunately for me, I was involved in one of these incidents where someone didn't lose their life, but someone was severely injured, and it could have easily been prevented. Safety checks are manual, so people are physically going and doing safety checks, and there's a big disconnect between that happening in terms of projects being run correctly. Another issue is that the project progress runs on delayed reporting. So it relies on a lot of physical reporting from site supervisors and construction workers to go physically check the work. And there's no interconnectedness with the issues. And also, a lot of construction projects still run over time and over budget. So SiteMind is our idea, and what we built is a network of cameras that watches a construction site 24/7. When a safety hazard appears, a trip hazard, and someone doesn't have PPE or a hard hat, it fires an alert to the supervisor and instantly acts as an alert to stop that problem. And in terms of progress, when a trade person completes a task, the camera will pick up that task and fire off when it's completed. So essentially, if I'm to put it in terms of this room, like if we pretend this room is a construction site, pretend the SiteMind camera is up there, and if I was walking through on a construction site and I'm not wearing my PPE, and I'm not wearing my PPE or something, I'm doing something unsafe, or there's a trip hazard, it would pick up the problem and send it directly to the project manager. And how these projects work is that the project manager has a dashboard in which these things would come to a direct alert to them. So pretty much the problem would be solved straight away.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and we'll get into the demo.
All Blitz says this is camera feed, and it, you can see it detects people. So one thing that it should detect is if you're wearing a cap, which blinks on there, you can see. Now, we obviously don't have hard hats and high-vis jackets, whatever, so we're using caps. But whenever it detects a violation, you get an alert, and whenever it's fixed, it goes back to green. The other thing that we do is project completion. So if we take a look at this, this is the sort of Gantt chart that project managers will have to go through and tick whenever something's done. So for this quick demo, we're just gonna bring this table in, pretend it's like a bench top.
So pretend like the construction hasn't been done on this. Pretend this is a kitchen bench top. SiteMind would detect that this job's now been done, and it reverts back to the program that it's done.
And it ticks that off.
Yeah, so it's ticked that off now. So imagine you're a project manager. Instead of having to physically go up and check whether it's done, this has got live syncing in. And when you've got the live syncing in, it alerts all the other trades and things, because it's really important to have the correct scheduling in construction in terms of having the critical path right. And that's usually what causes a lot of delays. If there's trades waiting or there's holdups, this essentially solves all those problems because it's done autonomously.
And thumbs up, guys. How is that going to be continuously updated with the Gantt chart?
So pretty much, the data is captured by the camera, right? And with every AI element, if it detected something that's incorrect, like there's always a human in the loop. Like you're never going to have a construction site that doesn't have supervisors and things walking around. Does that answer the question?
No, so where are you storing the data?
So it'll be stored on a secure database.
Right now, we just log everything. Obviously, if this was it's like a 5-hour hack, setting up a database. But if it was a full, production thing, this would all be logged and it would be checked. Human in the loop.
Yep.
Right now, it's just a log file.
Yep. Question? Oh, sorry. Yep, all good.
He's got one over there.
Oh, yeah.
Does that mean I can miss my inductions now?
No, you've still got to do inductions.
Yeah.
No other questions?
No. Okay, all good. On to the next guy.
Okay, so we got a photo, and basically the ESP camera takes a photo and sends it to our Flask backend over Wi-Fi, and our vision pipeline analyzes the image and returns the score, archetype,
passes the vibe check.
the roast, strength, and coaching. So let's just let it load. We use OpenCV pre-checks before model inference to detect quality framing signals and improve reliability. And that also helps us handle edge cases like poor framing or low confidence captures more gracefully. Yeah, so basically it takes a photo and roasts you. And it also gives you advice if you scroll down.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Another vibe check.
Another vibe check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your score is represented on the LEDs.
Yeah, and it's a permanent score. It stays with your profile.
Yeah, you can assign it a name.
Yeah. So we've also got a leaderboard for people. Yeah, if we take multiple photos of people, we can rank everyone.
So if you have a cap, you get a +2 bonus.
You have a person cap, you get a
Yeah.
And if it's
Yeah. 1 and 5. That's our app.
Yeah.
Nice. Questions.
So you said you used Claude.
Oh, sorry, the Claude for the backend, but we do use Cursor to implement the hardware integration and also the backend logic and prompt iteration. Yeah.
So with the scores, you said that it comes out on the LED, right? Is that like a number that you get, or
Yeah, it's out of 7. Yeah.
Oh, so they get a 7-segment display.
What do you do with the images once they're taken? Do you just discard them? Is it?
They're just in like a SQLite database.
Yeah.
Privacy concerns.
Yeah, but they want to make a leaderboard, so I don't think privacy is a concern.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, so far we've had some very big existential problems being solved: waste, construction industry management, vibe checking. But we decided for our project to work on something a little bit more humble. We're looking into AMPA, a dashboard-assisted parking finder. Can we go to the next? Okay. So I'm Josh. This is Anna. We've been working on the parking assistant. And as we might know from being in Melbourne, finding free parking is an absolute pain. This does cause big issues like wasting time and fuel. And we've been looking into there being no real-time visibility into which parks are open or closed as a challenge we want to solve with this project. So it's our goal to help drivers find free parking in Melbourne fast and reliably. Okay, so let's set up the scenario. You're driving a 6th vintage hot rod to a hot date. You have spent so long waxing your car that you're running late. The solution: this could be a disaster. You have a secret weapon. You have AMPA, the amazing Melbourne parking assistant, to automatically locate the closest free parking spot, so you spend less time circling and more time smooching. Okay, a little known secret is that the Melbourne City Council has a database which has records of every single parking spot which is open in the city. This updates every single minute for some reason. I don't know why or how they have this, but they've had it for 3 years now, and it does work. Every single minute, every single sensor in the city will tell you whether or not the car parking spot is open. So our device, our ESP, will search through the Melbourne City Council database, cross-reference your location with where the closest open bays are, and it will provide you directions to the closest car parking space. Let's have a look at this one in action. This is a notoriously shitty place to try and park, Chinatown. GPS location is here, but if we come over to AMPA, what's this? The closest open car parking spot is 71 meters to the east, in that direction. Amazing. Okay, second one, let's have a look. Fed Square, very shit place to try and park, but we hit our button. It's gonna search. Hey, 350 meters to the west, we've got an open spot. Incredible. And one last demo. Southern Cross. Oh no, one of the worst places to try and park in all of Melbourne, but with the push of a single button, We got 231 meters to the southeast. There's an open spot for our car right now. That's still a long way away. Okay, next slide, thanks. Okay, and the day proved to be a tremendous success, thanks entirely to Amper, the amazing Melbourne parking assistant. And that's our project.
A quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really that familiar with like my directions.
Yeah.
So would it come with like a compass?
Yes, it will also come with a compass when we make the second version, once we get the funding off the ground. How much money is open tonight, by the way?
Not too much.
Okay, we might have to talk about this.
A couple $100.
A couple $100? Okay. Hey, that's a couple more prototyping kits.
Nice.
Exactly, yeah. Also, we do have little arrows on our thing as well. We search, we can see that east is that direction.
That's so cool.
So a tiny little arrow will show you the way until we get that full compass up and running once we get $6.
Yeah.
I have a question actually. Why not just ride a bike?
Why not just ride a bike? That would be a fantastic solution. Unfortunately, I live very far away. Melbourne has bad bike infrastructure from where I live into the city. That's a problem to bring up with the state government. We're working at the local council level using the sources they've given us.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's fun riding it and it's easy to find parking in Victoria if you're riding a bike.
That is a great solution. Cycle when you can, drive when you can't. Or catch public transport as well. Actually, that's also good.
Everyone, so we are Team Jester CX. Today, we're very happy to be here in the Cursor Melbourne Hardware Hack. So today, our project is about feedback without friction. So it's a camera-based kiosk that reads smiles and gestures and logs it as anonymous customer sentiment and recovers negative experience into positive one by giving the customer like a coupon or something like that. So what's the problem we are solving is I think feedback adoption is broken. As you know, you probably have seen many kiosks where you have to hit a button. And since COVID, nobody wants to touch anything. So we thought, how can we create a touchless experience? So it's we are imagining it as a contactless kiosk that turns the smile and gesture into a structured feedback. So step one, maybe you make a payment or whatever, then you come close to the kiosk, the camera is watching you, it will prompt you to actually, smile if you had a good experience, or thumbs up or thumbs down, and it will detect it, and it will automatically kind of award you and record that information. And then right now we are basically doing like a live camera module with ESP32, so it's actually detecting all the gestures immediately, so within 1 millisecond, and then, sorry, not millisecond, 1 second. And if the experience is bad, then we are actually offering a coupon. So I'll give you a demo. So just to give you a bit of background, my name is Saad, and this is Arjun, and this is our demo. So we have created two different endpoints. The first endpoint is the kiosk experience. The second endpoint is the dashboard where the admin panel lives. So let me just give you a demo. All right, so this is like how the kiosk looks like. So if I come close to it, we have to figure out the camera and smile, then it says thank you. I will try to do a negative experience as well. If I do, then it's gonna say we are sorry and we're gonna give a coupon for your next visit. So that's pretty much the idea. And obviously, there is an admin panel. It happens very quickly, I think. So the admin panel, I just want to explain quickly. What we are doing is we are capturing all the total, and we are breaking the sentiments down into positive and negative. So obviously, customer doesn't see it. And then if you, Arjun, if you scroll down a bit. So here we actually, I was having a lot of trouble making the sad face to work, because I don't know how do you say you had a bad experience. So what I decided to do is actually I put all the variables here so that I can tweak it to make it easier instead of having to go to Cursor every time and make changes and so on. Okay, so just to give you a quick recap on, so obviously we're using the hoverboard, we use the serial connection, we're using the camera bridge, and then These are the kind of the libraries we have used. So it's using MediaPipe for detection of hands, and we are using OpenCV, and we are also using like the ESP32, obviously, with the backend is our fast API. So we are actually connected it all together to make it work. So these are all the gestures that works currently. So thumbs up, smile, thumbs down, negative face, I think questionable. And then we also do cool down. So you see that after you detect someone, then we wait for a few seconds before we resetting it, because we don't want to keep counting the same person over and over again. So I think it works because it's fast and perfect. Just one more slide. I thought this would be good for everybody. So these are the learning I have today from the Cursor, using Cursor ID for the first time. So I actually use the summarize command a lot because I was keep hitting the 200K limit. So then I Googled it and I found out the summarize actually summarizes it. Also, I created a plan.md file to make it easy so the cursor could follow all the full flow one after the other. So these are great, some tips. The last one, the number 5, I use like the @ symbol quite a lot to reference files, and that actually helped a lot as well. And this is our GitHub repo. So we actually put everything up on our GitHub. Yeah, and it's open source, so you can have a look at it. Thank you very much.
Yep.
I've got an assignment tomorrow, but who cares? I'll just scroll through reels. I'm just getting bored. Can't concentrate. Hey, dude, don't you have like an assignment tomorrow? I do, but I can barely focus, man. I can't help it. Dang, that makes sense. But like, I gotta go logged in. Logged in? Tell me about it, bro.
It's a tool powered by Cursor.
Oh, okay.
So, they haven't heard of Locked-in AI, so I'm here to tell you about it. So, Locked-in AI is an AI-powered focus.
So what it does is, first it detects whether you're actually studying, so whether you're actually in front of your laptop. And so if you move away from it, it actually, through the motion detector, it detects when you've moved away and when you're not at your desk. And then also it's focused on short Pomodoro sessions as well. And so if you scroll down, it also gives calls to Gemini to see how long you've actually been locked in for. As you can see, that's the locked in score. And if you scroll further down, you can kind of see when he's been locked in and when he's obviously been distracted. And so what the aim of this is to just help you focus in when you really need to. And then it gives you a score and then helps you stay consistent in your studies or your work or anything else. And then...
Alright. So when we start the timer, so it starts a Pomodoro timer when we start studying, it's a companion which sits beside your desk, just like that. It will sit beside your desk and it will help you study. So when you click on the button, it will start the Pomodoro timer and then you can start focusing on. After 25 minutes, it will give you a break. So you don't have to study continuously. It will give you a break. It will give you a boxing break. So after that, we've got to get up and do some exercises. So for us, so you got to punch it. It will score your punches, and then you can probably sit down and start your timer back again, and you can get on and focus back again. And it will take different snapshots, and it will tell you before you get up, or it will give you a notification that you're getting distracted. So you get up and do some punches or do some exercises, so that you don't get distracted further on. Yeah, and that's logged in.
So is it continuously calling calling the API, or how? So are you just like working with your ultrasonic sensor and the camera, and are they just API calls to see if you're distracted or not, or?
So the way it does is that we have our first initial distance, and when there's like a threshold of like the distance moving farther, it'll detect that you may be distracted. So it'll trigger the camera and then it'll hit a snapshot of your face and then send it to Gemini API. So it's based on like whenever there's a certain threshold of movement farther away from the sensor.
If I'm sitting here on the chair and I'm working, now I feel like I'm getting distracted, so I'll move back. It will see that from the distance that you're getting distracted, and then it will call the Gemini API to send a picture of the snapshot, and then Gemini API will give a confidence score on whether you are getting distracted or not.
If you didn't have to rely on API, how would you do it?
So instead of doing that, I'll take a OpenCV and I'll run it locally rather than doing setting it to use without using internet. And I think with the help of API, we could really boil down that managing the time as well. So we don't have to worry about the OpenCV models at all.
Sounds good.
And also, we realized while we were working that we have to do switch between different IDEs, funny, all that stuff. We realized Cursor can do it.
Yeah.
So we told Cursor to use your terminal and chuck everything else. So that you can, we are using only Cursor.
Yep.
And sending everything else to just talking, communicating with the ESP. And that's
Yep. Perfect. Amazing. All right.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Henry, and I'm joined here by Kendrick and Jonathan. And together, we're Team Pulse. And what we've built is a low-cost, non-invasive heart rate monitor. But as you're about to see, it's a lot more than that. So we'll demo that. I'll prove that. So we turned a $30 starter kit that everyone got here today, and we took a Cursor, the gracious $50, and we turned it into a pulse monitor. And we made it a point to add the totally necessary bells and whistles in line with the fact this was a hardware hackathon. And now, introducing David. We humanized it.
There's a photoelectric cell that I think that's what it's called, that measures the red light that's reflected off from your finger, and that's why there's a green LED there, because your finger should absorb the green light, and then it only reflects back the red light. So you can get like a gauge of what your BPM is. And so you will measure it. It will give you some feedback based on your BPM, as you can hear from the pulsing. And there will be, I don't know if you can see there, but there's like a little pulsing. We got the bar graph LED working. There was a lot more input than expected to pulse in a very natural manner, because if you wanted to pulse like this beat, it took a lot of prompting. We also got the servo working, so it like raises the flag every time it's measuring, but you don't necessarily need to do that. You could just raise the flag every time it's like some bad BPM or something.
The flag is very significant. It's very important to the design because the flag represents, it's our flagship product. So look, take it for what it is. And the noise is very important as well because look, as goofy as this kind of looks, and the LED screen shows you the actual output, which maybe you can't appreciate there, but it's calibrating at the moment. Oh yeah, that resolution is absolutely great. Yeah, okay. But
it's a flagship killer.
Yeah, I guess the point that we tried to do here, as kind of goofy as it kind of looks, I guess what we were trying to show at the end of the day, try to make it a little bit deeper than what it is that you don't need a lot of money to create something that is going to be very valuable for what we think is a real problem with patients not being able to see the visible sort of things that are going on in their body. So, I mean, for all the bells and whistles we added, literal bells and whistles that we added, that's the insight that we kind of had there. So, thank you very much, guys. You want to add anything, Jonathan? Yeah, cool.
All right. Seems like we don't have questions, except why. So the flag was literally just for bells and whistles.
No. I just tried to make it.
Flagship, my bad.
Oh yeah. It was that, but then also.
It's a hardware hackathon, right? It's a hardware hackathon, so we thought we'd use up all the items in the kit. That's kind of the main goal.
I like that. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you guys didn't use a DC motor though.
Well, we ran out of time. It was 3 hours. We would have made like those.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me make it deeper. Let me make the flag a bit deeper. Yeah, there was a real reason behind the flag. The idea is,
Cool. And the idea was we were going to use the ESP32 cam to control a robot arm. This is the first half. The idea rips like this. And when all the errors come up, that's when it's detected a hand. The idea was to then call it the next half that we're going to demo, which is an app to control the robot arm. What we found though, like trying to port the app from iPhone to this, is that our app depended on the LiDAR, which unfortunately we didn't have here. So we're going to have to demo in 2 parts.
What do you guys thought of this?
Well,
We were very lucky to recently go to the Superhouse Barbecue on a Sunday, and they had a massive robot arm that they actually had a chainsaw hooked up to at one point.
What?
Because they would get these huge, they would get some of their machines packed in resin to protect them as they drove, and so the robot arm would chainsaw through the resin. And someone suggested today we could put a knife in the robot's hand, and I thought we could have a sword fight between two robots. But there's none of that. I don't know. Is that an honest answer?
Yeah, it's a very general solution to a lot of things.
Scissor. And for this hardware hack, we really wanted to bring back to our roots. So, for example, we saw a lot of projects with parking, with heart pulses, and that's all really cool. But we really wanted to stay true to our roots and contribute to what this event is trying to teach, which is just learning how to use hardware. And so introducing WIDE, which is our autonomous driving learning platform. So the problem we identified is very simple. Robotics is very expensive and it's extremely hard to learn, especially if you want to learn specifically autonomous vehicles. You have to learn how to build something like this first before you can even think about autonomous algorithms and whatnot. We want, for example, NASA's open source rover is $1,600. Students cannot afford that, and they simply don't have easy access to learn about autonomous vehicles. We wanted to create an out-of-the-box and beginner-friendly that is affordable to everyone who wants to learn everything about autonomous vehicles, whether that be rovers or just a simple car, for example. Now, to talk about what WIDE specifically is, I'll be passing it on to Ram.
Hey, nice to meet you guys. So let's take a closer look at WIDE, a little robot. So our previous team was calling them, sorry, not previous team, the one before that, they were calling their circuit goofy. But you see, our guy has gone through the McDonald's drive-thru a bit too many times. He's a bit wide, as his name states, but he features a lot of hardware features that really help build a baseline platform that anyone can really develop off of. In the real world, cars already can drive forward, backward, left, and right. So why do we need to build that all again? It's just a platform that anyone can build autonomous vehicles out of. So it features an ultrasonic sensor that can detect objects. However, it is optional that you use it. It's just there such that in case you do need it. It also features all-wheel drive, so it has 4 motors, which we borrowed from a bunch of different teams. But yeah, it is able to drive in multiple different terrains. However, due to our limitations today, we were kind of limited on what kind of wheels we could use. It features an ESP32 Ring 3, just as everyone else, and you can run autonomous models off of it through your laptop or whatever. Yeah, so we also have a web UI to control our rover, and so you just connect to the rover's Wi-Fi network, and you can control whether it goes forward, backward, left or right. So to talk about what WIDE actually is, we have Z here.
So yeah, hi guys. So what is WIDE? So the simple thing is that it's just an affordable version of like a rover that anyone can just use, and it's simple. First time you can just boot it up, it should run, nothing should fail, and yeah. And we make sure to have it adaptable. We have a bunch of extra pins that you can use. You can put any sensor you want on there, it will just work ideally. And specifically for the current iteration, we would ideally want a bigger battery, or at least better power distribution and better motors, because right now it doesn't have enough torque, it can't drive as well. Yeah, that's about it, and yeah, we have it running right now.
So if we try and click on the up here, you can see it goes very fast. You can even hear the sound that's going. If we go to our right, we're actually using a tank drive, which means that when we turn to the right, we want to propel our left wheels and retract our right, so that it will turn like this, if you guys can imagine that. And then simple down and simple left. And really what our goal when building WIDE was to provide you a very simple platform that you can use to build on top of. That includes all of your complex autonomous algorithms, that includes your object detection, that includes all the other fancy sensor stuff, so that you don't have to worry about building a car model beforehand. And so with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that in the future, no one will be driving cars. They'll be reliant on these self-driving algorithms and be autonomous in the world. This is the first step to help people educate themselves on that regard. Thank you.
part of an educational kit that you want to offer is that an open source project? What are you looking forward to after this?
Yeah, so from this kit specifically, we noticed we only use specific parts of the kit, so not all of it. We believe we can shrink the cost then and be able to provide exactly as you mentioned, an educational kit that people can just bring out of the box and then use, obviously with a better chassis and the wires not, expanding and whatnot.
Yeah. What do you think is it that use of a rover is like long term?
Sorry?
Just building a rover eventually. What is the exact use of that?
It's
for now, it's a rover because we don't really have to look at the steer, but it can easily be a car. It can easily be whatever you want it to be that just moves. Because more or less, driving is just a motor with a different kind of traction system. The track, the wheel, proper steering can be anything.
And I will open up a leaderboard so you will know who's on top and you can the fate of this team is in your hands. Okay, what's the voting? Oh, okay. And third and fourth is very close too.
Stay the same.
Yeah.
Stay locked in. Stay locked in.
If anyone wants to spam vote, this is the time to go for it. If you want to create new accounts or whatever.
Wait.
Whoa! Did you guys create new accounts?
Yo, huge upset. Huge upset. Team Post in the lead.
We'll give you guys one more minute and I'm gonna lock it in. Last week, guys. The winner, Team
Team Post. They are the winners.
And for all the judges, can I get a combo? For the judges, we have decided the winner is Simon.
Whoa! So for the judges, it was actually a very, very close competition. So it's equally as close between locked in and pulse over here. That's how close it was for our own decisions. It wasn't locked in or pulse for us, but but yeah, it was very close for us as well. So yeah. And finally, thanks for coming. And I know it's been a long day, but it was amazing to see what you guys all did.
Almost. We lost by one vote because this guy, I voted for the other team. They voted for the other
bad.
team.
Yeah.
Almost, but you know.
This is a top 10 anime betrayal.
Yeah, my bad, boys.
Kindness always wins, guys.
At least we humbly lost. Humbly lost.
We won our hearts.
Very proud, very proud.
Yeah. I thought we almost got cooked completely, but we managed to make it work within the last hour or so. So
True.
I think we did a relatively good job.
And good revelations that Opus is better than Sonnet.
Yeah. Never use Sonnet.
Facts. All right.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much.
That's all. Thanks.
Sir, how you feeling?
We'll get a photo.
Relieved, tired. It was fun. It was good. Like I said, Jonathan, Kendrick, a lot of expertise from these guys. Jonathan, get in. Post-game interview. Afternoon.
I need this in the background. Thank you. I will be proud of myself then, because you told me. I believe in you.
It was a lot of fun.
Alright, so we're here with the winners of the Cursor Hardware Hackathon. How do you feel right now?
You!
Very happy.
Yeah, happy.
Very happy.
Very happy.
Was there any part in the hackathon that you felt like, oh shit, like we might not make it?
Oh yeah, the entire time.
Literally.
I mean, that's just how a hackathon is, right? The entire time you're just like, fuck, is this gonna work? But,
We had the idea set out. It was just like we knew the idea was good.
Yeah.
We just needed the actual execution. But
Yeah.
man, so rewarding to actually get the working demo in the end. So
yeah.
Did like the demo break when you guys like tried to demo on stage?
Yeah, I unplugged it without like disconnecting it first, and it broke. and so I had to like disconnect it properly, plug it back in, and do all of that within like a minute before we did the actual demo.
We got there in the end, though.
Yeah, I mean, it worked. It worked.
The demo act worked. It's just that,
Yeah.
you know, it's those little hackathon
We also
things.
won, so we did something right, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, not gonna lie, I would have been panicking like all hell.
Right, gotta stay calm.
Like, just about the demo.
Stay composed.
Like, just
Yeah.
before the demo, if it like almost went wrong, I'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, congrats.
Thank
you. Guys
you.
did amazing.
Thank you.
You should
Thank
run
you.
with the concept and actually like validate it like further. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you're already having experience.
No, seriously.
Should run
Something
with
I'm
it,
considering.
genuinely.
Yeah.
The thing with the recap on this, like this.
Yeah.
I feel very excited.
I feel inspired, but also tired. Why? Because it was amazing to see all these people who had never used a breadboard or never tinkered with hardware come up with something amazing and something tangible in 6 hours. And I'm also inspired because I got all these amazing people helping me, including my babe Ethan. Yeah, so I think we ran a sick event and a lot of people love the event.
What were your biggest takeaways from today? What were your biggest learnings from today? Ethan, do you want to go first?
So the main feedback we got for today was that a lot of people were saying that 4 hours wasn't enough. And yeah, so I think for future events, we'll probably give them a bit more time. Maybe like 1 day, 2 day, or maybe do like an 8-hour hackathon. So good feedback for the future. And we did go over time by about 1.5 hours as well. So for the future, more time.
Biggest takeaway, people are very keen to do things that you wouldn't think that they're keen to do, and people are really curious about a lot of things, and with enough time, with enough effort, and with enough nurturing, you can really see that curiosity mature into something amazing. That was my biggest takeaway. So we had amazing mentors, as I just mentioned, and we when the participants first got their kits, not a lot of them had an idea as to what they want to build, and not a lot of them knew the power of the tooling that they had. But as the mentors went around and as we suggested things that they could do with what they built, it really struck to their mind, and we could actually, although we just gave them the first starting steps of how to go about things, they figured out the rest, and they actually had a working prototype towards the end. So that was just inspiring to see.